type in the prompt something like, I would like you to build a Godot. It probably already knows, but build a Godot implementation of the game Snake, and just see what it's able to do.
Create a clone of.
Yeah.
I'm worried that it's going to try to pull something of the game Snake using Godot.
Yeah. Let's just see what it does.
And then let's see what it does. And when I ran this before, you were talking about tokens. So I paid the $20 a month. But see those tokens that are counting up? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, a token is a word. A token is a word that's like effectively interchangeable. Well, a token is the representation of a word, and usually when you use Claude, you pay per token. And so, usually when you use models, you pay for how many tokens you want. So you paid for $20, so you're going to get a ton of tokens, so you're not going to have to think about it.
You're
gonna have to say yes.
Do you want to? Let's see what this thing did. Yeah. I know it was doing a bunch of stuff.
So here, let me just explain. Let me explain real quick what Claudecode's going to do. You're gonna have to. Yeah. It's gonna create a task list. You can see it. To-do list, and then it's going to execute each one of those. And every time it executes something, it's going to ask you three things. Do you want Claude to do it? Something else, and then no, I want Claude to do something else. But every time you're going to have to see what it's doing, and then you're going to hit yes or no.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know.
This is it's updated, examine the project, and then it is updating it. My clicking through is no. Okay, I thought it was too much.
No, you're good. I see.
All right, list hint paths. It examined it, and then it's creating the main scene. And this is where it's saying like, hey, it's going to create snake.scene, which this is correct for Godot. That's the correct file type. And then what is this crazy shit?
I imagine that's
creating the file. Oh, it's actually creating like even the resources. This is kind of interesting. Is Joker still here?
Sure.
Let's see. Okay, so yes. Do you want to create it? No.
Oh yes, and so
yes, and
I would just say yes.
So when it's saying, do you want to create it? Is it asking me? Am I creating the scene, or is it saying it's going to create it?
It's going to create it.
Okay, so yes. And then are we going to be able to see the code at some point? Like there'll be files will be appearing in here?
Yeah, that's the expectation. Yeah. Yeah, and then normally yes. I've never written. So like, okay, in VS Code, when I had Claudecode working one time, I was like talking to like a CEO or like a VP of engineering. I was showing off my agents because I talk to a lot of these companies to see if there's any overlap between what I do and what they're doing. Most of the time, they're not interested in a lot of the agents I create, but I was showing off one of these agents and I was using VS Code, Claudecode in VS Code. And every time I was asking Claudecode to do something, it actually wasn't updating. Like in Vim, no problem when I have my normal terminal set up. Anytime I work through Claudecode, I see results. But in VS Code, I wasn't seeing updates. So I don't know if the IDE was getting in the way. But yeah, the expectation is that it'll be updating the files and you'll see them in your directory there.
Okay, so it says it's ready to go, which kind of is shocking.
Do you see the files? No, I don't see anything up. Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah. So what does this say?
So open the project. Two things could be happening. The most likely scenario is that she created the files, but she did so somewhere else, and not directly in that project schema up there. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Let's look.
Yeah,
that was actually pretty fast.
There it is. It's there. She got it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know how it appeared.
A while to...
Yeah, I don't know how it appeared. It looked like it appeared when you started the. Yeah, here we go. Let's see how it did.
So let's see. I think we have to reopen
Godot.
This scene. This is a different scene. Let's because that's what it was saying something about. Open the project in Godot. Set the scene to the main.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is no project in here, but maybe it's talking about this one. Because this is the original project I had open. I created one called Claude Survivors, so I may have thought that.
I saw it,
yeah. Snake is in here. Yeah, so Snake is in here now.
Let's run it.
Pretty insane, honestly. I just have to set it to the main scene.
You see, like the problem. You see the problem I was encountering as a software engineer. Like when I see the power of these things, it's like, well, fuck, man. Like this is whatever. This is the like. There's no way you can create software anymore the old-fashioned way. It's impossible. It's so powerful that like, what am I supposed to do? I have to use this stuff. You know, like you have no.
So that's kind of. I'm gonna open this scene too, so we can look at it. Okay. Whoa. I kind of was. So one of the reasons I wanted to do this with you, Crystal, is because I think AI is completely overblown. Like I think it's a bubble and it's gonna collapse. And so I wanted to see like know your enemy type of thing. Is this for real or what? But it created this.
To what extent do you think it's over? Is it gonna take over the world? I don't think so. Has it completely reformed software engineering? Of course. That's not like a debate. There's nobody no serious developer is just gonna be writing code in a high level language. Like of course you're gonna use an agent. Like there's no like that's even the people that were skeptical at first, like the VP of engineering at Easy Health who I spoke with, like there's nothing you could do. Like it's so powerful. Like of course you're going to use it. You have no choice. What are you going to write that whole thing? Like, you know what I mean? Like what are you going to do? Create every file like when it can just work this quickly? I mean, that's pretty much Snake. Yeah. That's pretty much Snake right there.
The only thing is I can't eat this apple.
So we'll,
whoops, I hit the edge. Space to restart. I'm pretty shocked actually that this was able. I can't eat the apple.
So it looks like the apple. So here's the thing. I mean, it's not without its problems. Like it's not like full AGI, fully perfect. But in terms of like efficacy and getting and productivity, it's so fast.
We got bugs.
Can we look at the apple?
So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what these are. Okay, it wants an audio driver bug, which is crazy that it wanted audio in there. And I have the audio turned off on this computer. It's disabled because when you remote into a computer with RDP, it automatically disables.
So
that could be its own thing.
Let's talk about something else real quick. So how we prompted this was the worst way to prompt it. Like of the ways to prompt an agent, if you ever watch my stream, I'm always using something called markdown stories. And so the more specific you are with your prompt, the better your results are going to be. All we said was make a snake game. Right, and this is what we got. But like as you get better at vibe coding and prompting, you can direct it to do it better. So I guess like if you didn't want it to use audio, we would just put in our prompt or in our requirements, don't use audio. And so if you go /memory, type /memory.
Memory, you said?
Yeah, type /memory, and hit enter. Okay, and then hit enter again. So this is where you write your markdown story. So this is where you write. So keep in mind, our prompt that we just wrote was very basic. It was just as basic a prompt.
Yeah.
But you would want to be more specific if you wanted a better result. So here's where you would write down like a more complicated prompt. An example of more complicated prompt is you would have like you would write, for example, # task, write down the objective, then you would put # requirements, and then all the specifics. Don't use audio. Do it this way. Don't, etc. Whatever it is that you wanted to do, this is your opportunity to be more descriptive with your prompt. Because if you just type in like we did, you don't have to type in a markdown story here, but I just wanted to give you a sense of like when you're creating software with Claudecode, this is how you get better results. You become more descriptive with your prompting. And you can also like have in your markdown story, you could say things like expected result versus actual result. Things like that. So I want to play. It was can we play with the snake? So what did you see when you ran it? What were the problems? Like the apple didn't work. What else? Can we look at the code for the apple and see why the collision failed?
Yeah, it looks like it only has one. It only has one. I'm pretty surprised that I'm like actually pretty shocked right here. I probably don't look it, but I probably should have told it not to do audio. I didn't think it would actually do audio.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. Look, you have to be like the better vibe coding is a skill. Like prompting is a skill in and of itself. So like, yeah, I myself didn't know that audio would be a thing because I don't write games. But yeah, you would probably want to know audio. You'd probably want to be a little bit more descriptive, and you could, I would imagine, be pretty quickly able to get a snake in one shot. That would be my guess. My guess is we could prompt it like to get snake in one shot. One prompt using that markdown story I was telling you about. My guess would be like you would be able to get it in one shot.
Sorry, is there any way we can make your audio better? I know it's way late but sometimes it like breaks up.
Oh, the audio's breaking up?
Yeah, like it sounds mushy every once in a while. Like, well, it doesn't. Yeah, I should have mentioned at the beginning, but I suddenly was like, um, and the last part I couldn't hear on Discord what you're setting.
Uh,
Um, so I'm gonna. How do I get out of it? How do I get out of this thing? Can I hit escape? Like,
uh,
how do you?
so how you get out of everything is just Control C on a Mac.
Oh, just
Yeah, and that'll get you back to your prompt window. I'm actually not sure how to make audio better on Discord. It looks like my audio is fine on Twitch and OBS. If you could give me some direction.
probably. Yeah, it's probably because we're doing both audios out. I don't even know what my audio sounds like.
You sound
How does it
fine.
sound like might sound. Do I?
Yeah.
So how do I get back to this terminal? It
Control.
doesn't seem to let me get me back in here. Is it because this is open?
Yes, yes,
Let's
that is
close
why.
that. Oh,
That is why.
It is. Okay. All right. So can we just tell it like I'm just gonna say, can
Hold
you
on.
remove the audio?
Yes. What is
first?
I
'Cause
would
that will
say
get rid of the bug.
I would say let's get rid of the audio and let's see if we can fix collision.
Oh, it says it doesn't see any audio. You know, it could be these audio bugs could be because of this. You know, I think there is a setting. Let me see. I'm gonna have to remember. Let me go over here. Local resources, configure audio mode, do not play, do not record. I might. I think that yeah, it's because of how I remoted into it. I could AnyDesk into it now that I know it would look different, but it might not have that.
I mean, did all it create
second.
was that one file, that snake.tscn file?
That is all it created, but well, no, it created two.
What was the other file?
It created the whole scene. This thing it created in Godot. So this is a Godot scene.
Got it.
Where it actually.
So it's a composite of different products, including a sprite. Looks like.
Right, exactly. Which I figured it would really struggle with this. So this is back to where it was showing. Let's go back to here, where I was like, oh look, it was doing this gibberish.
Yeah.
So this gibberish is usually generated by Godot. So it actually wrote this gibberish in. I mean, I'm calling it gibberish. It's very important for the thing to work, but it actually wrote that stuff, which surprised me. Okay, so it said there's no audio. So the audio problem is not because of this. So we'll just ignore the.
So let's do with the collision. What exactly is the collision problem? The collision just doesn't exist.
When the snake goes over, that is an apple, right? Over the apple, it doesn't eat it. Period.
Yeah, that's what it does. See how it's like Claudecode always says like frolicking? It always does this like try to be silly, like trendy, like language. It'll do like sussing. It'll say all sorts of crazy stuff. So there you go. If distance to, so maybe the distance to function was wrong.
Less than grid size. So there's some sort of grid in there divided by 2. I just said yes to that. So it's going to go the new head position equals the food position.
Yeah, try.
Let's see. So even for Snake, I honestly, because I'm used to Chat GPT as well. Oh, now it's moving without me. I guess that's how it always is. Oh, this is going to be a hard one.
Let's see.
There's a little bit of lag, but the lag is because of,
I don't know. Is there a cell like at the far right? Oh no.
I'm wondering if it's off.
Yeah, it's not getting the apple. If it's off a pixel. No, it doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, or something. Because this also is. Maybe that's the issue.
I was thinking maybe it was off a pixel. Okay,
it looks like it is a tiny bit.
Can you read that? Can you read?
Yeah.
Can you read? I mean, it look like. Can you? This is. I'm not sure what the best way to do. This is a. So this is something that comes up with AI engineering, engineering in general, with modern agents. It's the question of when do I stop prompting and start looking at the code? That is a huge question. So usually, like the default, obviously, historically, I would debug the code, but oftentimes I found it better to just reprompt. I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, just start over.
Not like a brand new prompt, but yeah, there's a feature like if you ever watch my stream, I'll be doing undo. I'll often undo and redo before I actually like debug the code. It's like because oftentimes like it's not like the agent doesn't know how to fix this. Like of course it knows how to do it. You know, it's like of course it knows how to do it. It's just a question of what. Can you just look at the code real quick? Any idea why do you think that that's happening? Because I don't know enough about like any of the like it should be like in my opinion it should be pretty simple. When it gets to the same pixel as the apple, it should eat it. So is there any reason why that wouldn't be working? Just like your experience in Godot looking at it?
So that I would have to look like that would take since I don't know where it started.
That's
I would have to like look at it. It's crazy though that I mean I could just look at it.
yeah. I mean, how complicated is that of a process? What did you prompt it for right now? Okay, now the snake and food should be perfect.
Was off by
snake position.
The thing was off by a pixel or something. It said you're right, but you know.
Don't listen to it when it says you're right. It's always full of shit.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
For the most part.
Oh, it's okay, and that fixed.
How did you fix it? Good job. What was the prompt that maybe the pixels were off? That was how you prompted. Good job. Good shit. So there we go.
Yeah,
we got snake.
I just said, yeah, it was. That's just crazy.
And it's got the score in the bottom.
So we're gonna be. I'm bad at snake.
Yeah, and it's got the score in the bottom.
The first.
And look, the snake's actually increasing in size as well.
Yeah, the score works.
Yeah.
Everything works. I mean, it's ugly, but we also didn't give it like any sprites or anything. We just
let's figure that out.
Do this.
Let's figure out. Okay, so there you go. There's your Godot that took like 5 minutes, and that's so it's like it's one of those things. It's like if you're not using Claudecode, other people are. That's the problem as a software engineer you find yourself in. Is if you don't use these tools, somebody else is. And they're able to create snake in 5 minutes. And I can almost guarantee you, like, it's not without its problems. You're going to have to refactor. A lot of times it just adds, like, for example, I was creating on Clipception, I created a next.js app. And instead of using functional and connected components, it would just add to the app.js file. So it would just keep augmenting stuff. It wouldn't, you have to refactor it. There are things like that. But in terms of like efficacy, it just does a lot for you that it's impossible to ignore. So I think we got, good.
What was that? What was that thing? What you said? Memory?
Yeah, /memory.
Oh, right. / That's what I was.
I'll give you a tour of Claudecode real quick. Let's give you a tool. So just do / for now. And I'll show you the different preferences, the settings. Okay, so if you go to config, /config, I'll show you what you can brew up here. And I'll talk about hooks and agents. All right, so these are all the settings sections you get. The only thing that you might be interested in here is the verbose output, which is set to false naturally, which is good. To-do list, you saw the to-do list, right? The to-do list was that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw that. Model, if you go to model there, the fifth one down, the model, because you're using Claudecode, you're totally limited in the amount of models you have. You just have the Anthro models. So it's like Sonnet or Opus. You might have Haiku there, but that's pretty much all you're given with respect to the models. What up, Dylan? And then if you go to theme, dark mode is good. There's another one where editor. Is there editor mode? Okay, so if you go to editor mode, I have it set to Vim, but you can have it set to whatever you want. Normal is just what you've kind of been using, what it's set to. It's just like when you did / memory, it's not a Vim file. It's just a regular, I guess, Windows text file. So that's pretty much it, though. Those are kind of all the settings you have. I usually stick with, I changed editor mode to Vim because I use Vim. And that's pretty much it. I think I've played with the model, setting it to Opus, but that's pretty much it. Hey, Dylan, check out this snake game we created in Godot real quick. We just brewed this up with a quick Claudecode prompt. Kbd has he set up Rider with Claudecode in it, and we one prompted one shot at this game of Snake in Godot. I guess it created all the scenes. I guess it created all the assets, even some audio assets. I guess everything that's necessary. And the game, it did take 2 prompts. The first prompt, the collision wasn't working on the Apple, but actually KBD prompted it correctly on the second go.
So it didn't create the audio thing. It said it actually when I mentioned the audio to it, it said I don't think there is any audio.
Oh.
So it is because I'm remoted in probably.
Yeah,
Godot's probably trying.
So
that would be I bet you Joker would know that question, the answer to that. If Godot always checks for some sort of audio thing.
Right.
Man, I'm bad at Snake though.
You're doing good.
Oh my God, it's because there's a tiny bit of
Can
lag.
you show me real quick?
Can
you show me real quick all the files it creeded? So I just want to see what.
Yeah, let's take a look at that actually.
I want to see what it created.
See what it did. We can look in the actual where did I stick this? I think I put it on my D drive. I did. So I made this is for the thing, but so the only files that this had originally was this main, so these two, there was no main, there was no main scene. So this scene was created just now. This is this thing, this little icon. That is new. This project, I created that to get it to, I needed to have the thing going. So it basically created all of these. Let's look at this main. Whoops, not this one.
Does Godot, is the snake itself programmatic, or is that like an asset, like an image asset?
It's programmatic.
Okay.
It created that on its own.
Okay.
Which is surprising. This is like a nothing thing. I wonder why it created this main. Oh, it's because of this. This needed to be saved is what it was. This empty thing that I had sitting here when I started this main.
Oh, right.
So I see Joker there. Joker, does Godot automatically try to do something with your audio before you do anything? I bet you that's what this is. Like it tries some sort of audio to initialize your audio drivers, even if you're not using audio. 100% seems like a Godot thing. I want to try to give this thing something harder though, but I wanted to try it with that memory thing you were talking about to make it more. So
okay. Let's try. Let's try. Okay, so do / memory.
For some reason, I can't get into here every time. There we go. There we go. I got out completely.
So I'm gonna type in chat. What you should, what you can do, and once you have that open.
Yeah, that's a good idea because you're the master. So it'll be good to see like if you write. Do you know how like Vampire Survivors works?
No, we'll figure it out though.
It's basically all it is it spawns enemies that move. The player has to be able to move, but all the enemies just all move towards the player, and the player shoots at a bullet every half a second or something.
Okay, I'm writing.
It's obviously more complicated than that. / memory.
Animation.
Project memory. I have my notepad open, which I could probably open this in Writer, make it less painful. Where does it kick this thing out? Where is this thing?
In the same with the memory, what you just opened, it's not saved anywhere. It's in app.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you close it, you go back to the console, right? Like when you close it out, it goes back to it's just like inside the app itself.
Inside the agent's like memory or whatever?
Well, okay. So first of all, let me be clear. I don't know, but to my knowledge, it's not like you save when the way we set it up with project memory. It's just in the project itself. It's not. Oh, wait, I guess it does say right there, saves in claude.md. So maybe it's an extension to the markdown file. Claude.md, if you hit ls right now in your directory, you'll see claude.md. Maybe it augments it to that. I'm not actually sure, but to my knowledge, it doesn't. It's not like a working file in the way you were describing. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I can't bring that over. That's a was trying to bring it over to my other monitor, but this is a RDP session, so you can't do that.
Okay, here. I wrote up a quick little markdown file in chat. Try throwing that in memory, and let's see how it comes out. Make sure the markdown copies, because it looks like it's
super Claude. All right.
Oh, what up, Colors? Super Claude? No, I never heard of it, Dougie. Never heard of it. Did you see the? Mark? Is it? What's going on, homie? Did you see the mark?
Is this what you're talking about?
That's it. Make sure it's marked down. So 2 pound signs in front of task, 2 pound signs. So it's marked down. It's a markdown file. Yep.
Do you need a space? I haven't done markdown in a while.
No. Actually, it does. It does. There is no space.
No space.
Yeah, no space. All right, let's see how this comes out.
I'm just gonna save this. In
Super Claude
requirement.
Okay, I'll check it out. We're working on something, but I'll check it out.
Do I want to open that? No, let me go over here. So what is it using the?
So is
it reading this?
So here's yes, it's reading that in as a prompt. When you do /memory or you do edit in IDER, or when it reads the markdown in as a prompt. And so when you do /memory, you're allowed far more ability to construct the prompt. So here's an example. If you were to if you were to Google just markdown story, you'll see some good examples. But say you want the code to be structured a certain way, like you want it to look like this, or say you're debugging, your markdown story would be like, instead of task, you would say current problem, and then you would say current result, and then actual expected result. The point being is, instead of prompting just in the way that you're doing there, doesn't allow for as much, let's say, description as you can with what's called markdown stories.
Yolan TV, how's it going?
Did you hit enter? Did you hit enter? Did you execute the prompt?
I closed that file.
Did it start?
And that's when it did this.
Did it start working on it?
Yolan, no, I'm not new to C#. We're testing. We're seeing if an AI agent can write games, because I am skeptical of that with Godot. And Crystal Mess is like an AI guy, so he knows about this stuff. We're messing around with this AI agent to see what it can do. It already wrote like Snake pretty much in 5 seconds. But what were you saying, Crystal?
Oh, I forget. I'm just testing out. Did it execute did it execute the markdown story?
It didn't do anything after I closed that. I saved it. Let's double check. Memory.
Is Dylan here?
Yeah, it's saved in here.
Okay, let me see.
And then when I close that, it said can I help you?
Here, do this. Copy what I gave you in Discord and just put it in the prompt, and let's see if it does that animation. I'm gonna quickly see why /memory is not closing and executing.
Oh, it closes, but it just doesn't
execute.
Yeah, exactly. Is it supposed to after? Yep. You don't have to tell it?
Yep.
Use the memory I just updated?
Yeah. Let's see if it does anything. Yeah, it read it.
Wants death animations for a snake with stars and keeping blue color. Let me explore my project structure. So then we have the to-do list. I was curious if I could change it to writer as the
as the what?
As the IDE instead of Notepad.
No, I haven't been able to figure that out. If you can figure that out, I tried to get mine to do to not use yeah, I gotta figure that out. I haven't figured that one out yet. Let's see how it does at this animation.
Is the reason it asked all the time, is that for is that like a security feature?
I don't know why they set it up, but one of the things, if you're vibe coding or you're using IDER or Claude, you don't always want it to execute the code that it does. You might want to update it. It's not every time it makes a suggestion that you want that code. sometimes that's why it has that no, do it this way feature. Like in IDER, you say edit, you say ask. So you basically, before it executes anything, you want to verify that what it's doing is correct. Oh, thanks for the follow, Mermald. You want to verify what it's doing is what you want. Does that make sense? So that's why it does it.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, there's been a lot of critiques on Claude's way of doing this, how you constantly have to say yes. In IDER, you just say /ask, and then it knows every time you're asking it to do stuff, it's not going to implement it. And then when you do /code, then you implement it. So how are we doing with this death animation? Let's take a look.
It's going. It says it's got to test it. All right, let's see here. Or we got to test it.
Yep.
We are going to reload these from disk. And Yolan, thank you for the follow as well. Let's hit play on this thing.
Let's see.
Just ignore those. Oh, failed to build the project.
Classic record.
This is, I saw this earlier and I wondered what was going on here. That just seems like a typo. I'm gonna save that. I saw that earlier and I was like, what is up with that $? And
did you accidentally type it?
Oh shit. Okay, wait, I gotta die.
Yeah.
Let's make sure I can eat the apple still though.
Hey, what up, Jax? We're doing Claudecode and Godot.
Now I gotta die. Oh, there is blue explosions.
So that's
another app. Select writer. Check the box that says always. Joker, I'm talking about making it open in there, making Claude use writer.
So that's,
I'm not talking about making me use writer.
So that's the get down, right? Like that's when you're vibe coding, I use these more, they're called markdown stories. Some people have said maybe it's not the best to have a straight meta yet, that it's all still new. Try to find your way. But I think when I'm writing code, I try to make it as specific as possible. So I just want to add an animation, then I instruct using a markdown story with more specificity than I did in that example, but you can expand it out. And if I'm debugging, I'll change the markdown story so it sounds like current problem, expected result, actual result.